Hello, today's date is the 19th of February 2020. For today's video source inspection, we have a refurbished 270S model SRD. The customer is someone that I'm not going to share their identity with you, but they are located in Southern California, and so they can identify this SRD as their own. Their PO number is 6000147-320. One more time, 6000147-320. Okay, so 270S model spin rinser dryer. Let's open the door, see what we're working with. We have nitrogen purging into the bowl. We have a 6-inch cassette, standard, with a full boat of wafers. The game plan for today is to film a recipe, discuss our refurbishment process here at Sitek, as well as our spare parts and service support, as well as some equipment that we provide at Sitek. The recipe will be running as a 60-second rinse at 500 RPMs before we speed it up for 10 seconds during our purge at 1800 RPMs, going directly into dry 1 for 90 seconds, maintaining 1800 RPMs before we slow it down and really let our heaters do the work for 300 seconds at 500 RPMs. So, let's begin. All right, we have water on the window. We're in our rinse. We're good to go. Every SRD sent into Sitek goes through the same extensive refurbishment process. First, we take the tool and break it down to the component level. From here, we chemically clean and electropolish all metal parts, as well as inspecting each individual part for function. Okay, we're nice and smooth, and we're about just over halfway point. When we speed up, the water is going to start going in a swirling motion, and as we move through the recipe, there will be less and less on the window as we move along. Once all parts are prepped, that is when we begin rebuilding the SRD from the ground floor up. Once we rebuild the bare head assembly, we place it into our dry QC checkpoint, also known as dry test. This is where we test the SRD for full function without facilities installed. Okay, so we just moved into our purge. You can see the water swirling, and as we get more and more heat in the bowl, right now we're slinging all the excess water off. Once we slow down, that's when we're going to really dry the wafers and cassette. So by the end of the process, you'll see very few, if not any, drops of water on the window. Once the tool passes our dry QC checkpoint, we place it into our wet test. In wet test, we test the SRD for full function with the facilities installed. After the tool passes our wet test QC checkpoint, it gets placed into our final test, which is what you see before you today. As you can tell, I am backed into a corner. Business is good at Sitek. We have a lot of different rinser dryers here at different stages of builds. This is the 270S model. If you look at our YouTube channel, not all the SRDs are going to be in this configuration. We have double stacks. We have single heads on roll around poly carts. And this customer elected to pull the head from their double stack and ship it to us because that was easiest for them. So that's why when you look on our YouTube channel, you'll see SRDs of all shapes, sizes, and different models, whether it's a 200, like this 270S, a 400, or a double stack, an 800 series. In our final test, we will do over 50 various runs at varying RPMs to ensure that the SRD is ready for plug-and-play installation in our customer's fab. On top of that, we film a video source inspection, which is what you're watching right now, often for customer acceptance. Some customers like this one that do a lot of refurbs with us know our quality and they just have us ship the tool. We'll still send them the video, but they say go ahead and ship it. You don't need to wait for our acceptance. So that is our refurbishment process. It's the same for every SRD. If there's a double stack, we just do two at the same time. Okay, so in addition to refurbishments, we also provide spare parts and service for the semi-tool spin rinser dryers. And when I say spare parts and service, I mean 100% spare parts and service. Components we repair include the controllers such as the PSC 101, 102, 328, and 228. We repair the amps, also known as the auto motion controller, the LC4 and LC5s. We rebuild motors, and we also rebalance rotors. All the components I just named we can supply in new or refurbished condition. If you'd like to learn more, please give us a phone call at 916-797-9000 to talk to a sales expert. Or if you know what you need, you can visit our website, www.sitekprocess.com, to pull the part number and send us an RFQ through our website, or email us direct. Our email address is sales@sitekprocess.com. So I've kind of gone through the larger components. Other parts that we supply include windows, door seals, start and stop switches, door switches, solenoid valves, ACR valves, rotor stop positioners, static eliminators, as well as tack sensors, and any other part you need on the SRD. Your heaters, your heater blankets, your heater cartridges, you name it, we can supply it. 100% spare parts and service. We are the worldwide leader in semi-tool spare parts and service at Sitek. So I'm going to take a peek, see where we're at. Okay, so we have about 3 minutes left in our recipe. This tool is running nice and smooth. As you can see, you're not seeing any residual water droplets on the window. I could see, you may not be able to, some very small ones, but everything is going well. We're nice and smooth even at the slow RPMs versus the high RPMs we were at earlier. You don't want to touch the heater cartridge, as you could burn yourself. It gets up to 190 degrees Fahrenheit, but we have heat coming from the cartridge. I'm going to spin around to the other side of the tool and check our blanket. Yep, we're good to go. So this customer has an S model spin rinser dryer. Our S models and F models are eligible for an upgrade. Our Slick Device S1 or F1 controller, depending on your SRD, is available. A couple features that our customers love are cost savings. You're able to use the N2 Purge Saver option to help limit costs of N2 over time. We also have data logging and an easy user interface for maintenance. You can actuate components without even running a recipe just by the click of a button. It's awesome. If you want to learn more, visit our YouTube channel. We have a full training video by our company president, Jim Mulaney. Okay, so now that we are getting closer here, I will go ahead and name some other equipment that we provide at Sitek. I've been talking about semi-tool SRDs this whole time. We are now the OEM for Vertex spin rinser dryers. We bought the product line from Martech, so if you need any Vertex spare parts or repairs, we can help. And if you have any questions about our support, what we can do for you, give us a call at 916-797-9000. The Vertex we support are the 1600 and the 1800 SRDs. Other equipment that we supply, refurbished semi-tool SRDs and Vertex SRDs, are mask cleaners such as the K&S and Ultra T models, box washers, including HTC 8010s, 8020s, and 8030s, metrology tools, including profilometers, ellipsometers, resistivity, and more. We can provide barrel ashers and etchers, YES ovens, as well as a variety of other equipment. As you can see, we are a great place to go for equipment needs, even if it's not a rinser dryer. If you want to visit our website, www.sitekprocess.com, you can see our entire catalog of equipment, as well as our spare parts and service too. Okay, so we're nice and smooth. We have 20 seconds left. When the clock strikes 0 on your controller, it's not safe to open the door to your SRD. You can cause unwanted damage and have a mess. So you want to wait for it to go all the way down to 0 RPMs, the rotor stop positioner to fire the rotor into the 12 o'clock position, and lastly, for the door seal to deflate, release all air. Okay, we're slowing down. At 75 RPMs, the rotor stop positioner fires. There it is. So you're going to see it now, it's teetering into 12 o'clock, like so. And there goes the air from the door seal. All right. So, warm nitrogen purging into the bowl. Residual droplets of water in the bowl. You want this. You don't want to dry your bowl until it's bone dry, as that can build up static and attract particles to your product when you pull it out of the tool. So let's go ahead and pull out the cassette, full boat of wafers, dry. As you can see, this was a successful recipe. Our customer in Southern California is going to be very pleased to get this SRD back into their fab. If you have any questions, our phone number is 916-797-9000, and feel free to email us at sales@sitekprocess.com if there's anything you need help with. Thanks for watching.